Hey there, how's it going? In the last devlog I made about Monkeys with Guns, I gave a quick recap on the game and some of the major changes happening. With my friend David signed on to program and help design the game, we need to start from the ground up. When I put the project on the shelf, the code and the art were all in a state of needing to be completely remade. Luckily, before my break, I had written my first ever game design document that laid out all of the features I wanted for this game. There's a card up top if you'd like to know more about the document and what's inside. And I guess I have to add in the obligatory don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. YouTube, yay! I was able to send the document over to David, and he used that as well as my existing demo version to begin the build in Unity. And almost offensively quickly, he had a functioning copy of my demo as a proof of concept. Seriously, it took me so long to make and he built it in no time. I have some pretty big system changes in my design doc that I want to make, so those are the first things that we decided to tackle. The biggest change is having multiple game modes. The demo plays like it would if it was built into an arcade cabinet. And trust me, someday, I really want to put it in an arcade cabinet. You walk up, join as player 1, 2, 3, or 4, pick an outfit, play around, get your stats, and you're back at the player select screen to play again. This is great for demoing, but I wanted to add a little bit more for players that wanted to take it a little further. The plan from the design document is to have the arcade mode, which is currently what we see in the demo, as well as adding a tournament mode where the players can play a match that lasts over several rounds. The players earn points from each of those rounds until a winner is declared at the end. For clarity, I refer to a round as starting when the players enter the level and ends when there's only one monkey left. For the arcade mode, you play one round. A match, on the other hand, consists of multiple rounds played to a final outcome. In the design document, I also planned for a science mode that would let players make changes to the in-game settings. Things like being able to change the time limit and starting weapons have been asked over and over again since the beginning. Then I figured that the player would want those same options in the tournament mode as well. Pretty quickly, we realized that the only difference between tournament mode and science mode was that in one of them you set the number of rounds you wanted to play in a match and the other you didn't. If we just made it so you could set the number of rounds to 1, then there was really no need for science mode at all because it would be pretty much redundant. So as sad as it is to see it go, goodbye science mode. We still need to figure out a new name for tournament mode, so you may see it referred to by different names in clips moving forward for a little while. Current top contenders are competition or competitive mode, but nothing solid yet. If you like the game types of arcade mode and competitive mode, let me know below. If you have any other suggestions for the renaming of tournament mode, please leave them as well. Now this is one of those situations where writing tournament mode on a design document is super easy. How that actually plays out in the moment-to-moment game flow and what it should look like is not. As the game stands now, at the end of the round, you get the stat screen for what just happened. It shows you how much damage you did that round and then it's over. However, in multi-game matches, there needs to be added information about the overall scores and not just the individual round. So I went head down for a good while to figure out how this user flow design should work. This ended up being a lot of just hunched over keyboard work trying to figure things out, and I want to give a quick shout out to a company called FlexiSpot that makes height adjustable desks. They contacted me around this time and asked if I would like to try one of their motorized standing desks. I've needed a new desk for years, and I've always wanted one that could easily switch between standing and sitting. This is also the first time that I've been contacted about a product like this that I would actually use, so I jumped at the opportunity. Because of the global situation and all of us needing to stay isolated as much as we can, I've been sitting an unhealthy amount of my day away. Some days I think about how many hours I sit in my chair and it scares me. So while I was working on figuring out this user flow, I got the desk and it was ridiculously easy to set up. I took some time to redo my working area because I'm just in a small corner of my kitchen and everything fit really well, and it's so nice to have this new setup. I now switch between standing and sitting all of the time, and it's been amazing for my back and legs. FlexiSpot didn't sponsor this video, and I wasn't paid to say any of this, but to be completely transparent, I did receive the desk for free, and I really like it, so I want to say thank you FlexiSpot, and if you want to get one for yourself, there's some links in the description. Okay, back to the design. Sorry for the aside, but this is the most like YouTube status thing that's ever happened to me so far, and I'm really excited and super happy about my desk. Okay, I had to do a lot of design work for how this user flow should go. For the multi-round matches, the points work like this. At the start of competitive mode, the players can choose the number of rounds they would like to play. All players select their monkey and play a round as normal, and are presented with the usual stat screen showing how much damage they did during that round. Then, when a player accepts, instead of going into the ready state, they are shown their overall points for the match. Points are based on the player's placement and the number of players in each match. For example, if you're in a 4-player game and you're the last one alive, you get 4 points. Being the first one to die gives you 1 point. If you're in a 3-player game, the last one alive will get 3 points, and the first one to die will still get 1. This mode also gives an extra 2-point bonus for the player that claims the most damage badge, making it more than just a smack talk tool in competitive mode. We're still locking in little visual things, but the monkeys will move up on a pedestal and the current match leader will be given a crown. The goal here is to A, encourage friendly crap talking like a lot of things in this game, as well as make that player a target in the next round. Once all players have accepted, if there are more rounds to be played in the match, they are taken directly to the next round. After the last round is played, they are shown the final match score screen that raises the player with the highest points to the top and declares them the winner. This is the general layout of the screen, but I'm not 100% happy with how it looks quite yet, but it works for now. After that, the players are returned to the start of the mode, where they can play another match or make tweaks and play it a different way, thus completing the game loop. There are a number of ways that I could have gone about making a competitive mode, but I feel that this point system really encourages and reinforces the core of the game. Be the last one alive, get the most points. And the most damage badge as a 2-point swing is there to hopefully encourage more interactive gameplay. Keep in mind that at the moment, all of these are assumptions and best guesses. When we're able to playtest again, we'll see if it does what I think and if we need to change the point values, because right now I've chosen them based on what I think works, but we'll have to see. Only time will tell on that, but the important thing is we have the user flow in and working. I hope you've enjoyed this look into the new game mode that I think will add even more fun to the game. I know it may not be as exciting as gameplay mechanics, but these are elements that make or break a game in my opinion. Monkeys with Guns is a simple concept and I definitely want to keep it that way. To me, the appeal is the simplicity and ease in which anyone can quickly understand how it works and how to play. So having a competitive mode that plays off of that and enhances those ideas rather than adding more complications is really exciting to me. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'd like to give an extra special thank you to my amazing patrons: Abishan, David Scott, Nightfall, Kevin Halgau, Kormai, Liam Sorta, MLK, Matzi Makes, Nazar Salim, Salty Pretzel, Scott Hansen, Soapy Gnome, and Straight Up Gruntle. Your support means so much in these crazy times, and I can't thank you enough. The beta for Monkeys with Guns is available on my itch page as well as all of my other games if you'd like to give them a try. If you want to get in touch with me, you can stop by my live streams at twitch.tv/Vimlark. You can message me on Twitter or join the Discord with a lot of other really awesome people. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't. I hope you're all healthy and safe and have a great rest of your day or evening wherever you are. I'll talk to you the next time. Have a good one. Later.